Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I have been making these beaded beads, and I was asked to do a tutorial, and this is take 3 because the first 2 times I had a little disaster. I knocked my camera down twice. Anyway, I've got it fastened now. I don't think I'm going to knock it down. I want to show you how to make these. These are so much fun, and they're so easy to make, and I hope my camera will focus up close so you can really see what I'm doing. I don't think there's enough light. Let me see if I can get some more light in here. Okay, let me see if that's any better. I'm trying to get enough light in here because I want you to see how beautiful these are. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some thread. You can use wildfire, you can use fireline, it doesn't matter. I used fishing wire, but something that ties pretty tight. And I've got about 36 inches, 36 to 40 inches, on a beading needle. Now, once you get the hang of this, the hardest part's threading that needle, because this is really not that hard. There's a lot of steps, and it seems awfully complicated, and it took me 2 days to figure this one out. But once I got it, I think. Famous last words. Okay, you're going to need 6 6mm beads. I've chose these right here. You're going to need 12 4mm beads. I've chose these, and these need to be bicones. So I have lots of beads, but very few bicones. So that's the reason I'm doing this color scheme in the blue, because that's just what I had. And then you're going to need some seed beads. I'm going to use these gold seed beads. And then you're going to need 6 accent beads, the same size or close to your seed bead. So I'm using these seed beads over here. Okay, let's get started. What you're going to do to begin with is thread onto your needle the 6, ouch, and try not to stick yourself, the 6 6mm beads. I've stuck myself so much I feel like a pincushion. I mean, I have this thing, it hurts too. You stick yourself. All right, come on you. All right, so we're going to get 6 beads on here, and we're going to tie it in a knot. Okay, so I've got my 6 pearls on here, and I'm just going to tie it into a circle. And I found out that 3 times is good. I would say make 3 or 4 knots, but just make it as tight as you can. And inevitably it's going to, mine loosens up, I guess because this thread's got a little bit of a waxing to it maybe. So that's 3. I'm going to go ahead and say 4. I'm going to go 4 this time. Maybe it won't loosen up like it has been, just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to pull that really tight. All right, so here's our circle. Let's get that out of the way. All right, so here's where my knot is, right here. This is where my knot is. Now, I'm going to go through, get the right end of the needle. I'm going to go through 2 of my pearls. I have to do it one at a time because it didn't want to go through that second one. All right, 1 and 2. Now, we're going to make these spokes all the way around. The first spoke is a little different than the rest of them. The rest of them will all be the same. All right, so you're going to take 2 seed beads. You know, I see people pick up these seed beads like this, and they'll boom, 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 boom. They'll have like 10. I never could do that. And I have to do it on something like this, or else I get them all over the place. So you want 2 seed beads, and then put on 1 of your bicones, and then 1 seed bead, well, 1 seed bead, 1 bicone, and come here you, 1, 2. All right, so you should have 7 beads on your needle. So you got 2 seed beads, trying to show you before they fall. 2 seed beads, a bicone. Doesn't actually, these are bicones, but they're not as pointy as some of them are. But anyway, 2 seed beads, a bicone, a seed bead, a bicone, and 2 seed beads. All right, so you got 7 beads all together. Take your work where you just came out right here, out of this pearl right here. Go take this needle, go back in to that pearl that you just came out of. All right, that last pearl. And pull your thread through. Now you've got a loop. I'm just going to trim this little guy off and get him out of the way. Okay, so you've got a loop with 2 bicones on it. All right, the next thing you do is go through 1 pearl. All right, now I'm over here. Now this is what you're going to repeat all the way around. This time it is 2 seeds. Just having a hard time. These are very tiny seed beads. These are like, I don't know, 15 odd maybe. 2 seed beads, a bicone, and 1 seed bead. Okay, see what I got this time? 4 beads on your needle. 2 seed beads, a bicone, and 1 seed. Now, here's, hold your work, hold your ring. I'm right-handed, so I'm holding mine like this with my work to my right. Okay, the loops that I'm making, keep them to your right. We're going to go back into the last bicone that I put on and the 2 seed beads and a pearl. Okay, back into the last bicone, 2 seed beads, a pearl. If you didn't get it, it's okay. We're fixing to do it 4 more times. And then we go through 1 more pearl. So we always come out on one end of the pearl and we create a loop and go back. Okay? All right, so let's do it again. We want 2 seed beads, 1, 2. We want a bicone. Where's that hole? There it is. And 1 seed. So you got 4 on your needle. All right. Keep your work to your right. See, here's my work here. Go back into the last bicone that I just put on. That'll be this one this time. And the 2 seed beads and the pearl next to it. All right. Hope you can get that. All right. If you didn't get it, it's okay. We're fixing to do it again. Okay. Then tighten all that up and go through the next pearl. So you make a loop and you go through the pearl. All right. Let's pull that. All right. Now see, I'm pushing my work up. That's how it's going to look. So you can already see it taking shape. Okay. So same thing again. 2 seed beads. 1, 2. 1 bicone. And 1 seed bead. All right. With my work to the right again, I'm going back into the last bicone that I went into and the 2 seed beads and the pearl next to it. All right. Pull that through. Go through the next pearl. Same thing all the way around. Okay. The best thing to do is do this with me and just keep hitting pause. Watch what I do, then you do it, hit pause and then you do it and then unpause it and do the next step. That's the best way to learn this. All right, so I'm doing the same thing. I put on 2 seeds, 1 bicone, and 1 seed. Again, I'm backing up to the last bicone, 2 seeds, and pearl. All right, I'll pull that through. And as always, we go through the next pearl. Each time you finish a loop, go through 1 more pearl. Okie dokie. Now, we have 6 bicones on the top, so we're finished with the side. with this part of this side. All right, all of these are connected, but you see this gap right here where I just finished up? Here's where I finished up. Get that little tail out of the way. All right, here's where I finished. It's got a gap here. So we got to close the gap. So I just came out of this pearl right here. I'm going to go up these 2 seed beads next to it and up 1 bicone. So I'm going up 2 seeds and 1 bicone. Okay? All right, pull that through. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead and we're going to go down. See, here's the gap again. Here's where I am. We're going to go down this bicone and these 2 seed beads. And that's going to close that gap right there. That's going to pull it closed. All right. So we're going to close that. All right. Gap is closed. Look how cute. Look how cute. It's so cute. Okay. Now, I'm down here. See, I'm right here. I'm going to go back into this pearl next to it. I'm going to go up 2 seeds and 1 bicone, and now I am on the top. And the top is all squishy wonky. See that? It's all squishy wishy. Now we're going to fix that. So I'm at the top. I'm going to go through 2 seeds, pull, go through 2 seeds, that's twice, pull, go through 2 seeds, that's 3 times, and go through 2 seeds. So I'm just closing the circle. I just went through all of these seed beads at the top and just closed the circle up. There's the last 2. And you pull and see, it just closes that little circle. Closed it all up real pretty. All right, let me see if I can take the light with me and show you. I can't. It won't focus. Oh, there you go. See. There we go. Here's where we are. Okay, now, this half is almost finished. Now we're going to go back and add the second half. So I come out right here. I'm going to go down a bicone and down 2 seed beads. All right. So now I'm in the middle of the bead, and we're going to do this half. And this half is done exactly the same way. All right. We start with 2 seeds. Remember that first one on this first row was different. It had 7 beads total. All right. So 2 seeds, 1 bicone, 2 seeds, I can't get it. You have to have some patience. That's for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. 2 seeds, 1 bicone, 1 seed, 1 bicone, and then 2. I'm fixing to show it to you on the needle. I didn't mean to mess anybody up. Okay, 7 beads on the needle. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right, and we're going to hold our work in our hand. Here's where I came out. I'm going to go back in to the pearl right next to where I came out. Always going back to create a loop. Look at there. All right. Now we're going to go into this pearl like this into the next pearl. All right. And the rest of it is just like the other half. It consisted of 2 seed beads, 1 bicone, and 1 seed bead. All right. All right, with our work to the right, always, that little tail, I should have just cut it all the way. Here's our work to the right. We always go back into a bicone, 2 seed beads, and the pearl the pearl next to it. So I went in a bicone, 2 seed beads, and the pearl next to it. Okay, pull. Sorry, I was having an issue there. I was like, what did I do? I thought I messed up, but no, it's okay. We're still there. Okay, I'm not sure. I may have messed up. Okay, it was right. I just took it out and redid it. And I'm like, that's the exact same thing. It was right. I just wasn't holding it correct. After you make your loop, remember that you always have to go into the next pearl. Okay. Now, if I could pick these up with one hand and hold this in my hand, I wouldn't have to worry about holding it wrong. It's when I set it down, then I go back and pick it up. All right, so we've got 2 seeds, 1 bicone. Where did it go? Okay, well, I thought I had 2 seeds. I didn't get but 1. All right, we should have 2 seeds, 1 bicone, and then 1 seed. You should have 4 on your needle. All right, now, holding our work, we're going back to the last one we just did, the last bicone, through that one, through the 2 seeds, through the pearl next to it, and pull. Then go through another pearl, just the pearl. There we go. Okay, I've had enough of that. Get out of the way. Okay, now same thing. If you see me, I set it down again. 2 seeds. I'll pick it up right this time though, hopefully. 2 seeds, 1 bicone. That seed's falling everywhere, and 1 seed. All right, pick it back up. Okay, so here's our work. We always go back to the last one. So I'm going to the last bicone, the 2 seeds under it, and the pearl next to it. Went through all of that. All right, pull. And go through 1 more pearl. Okay, how many dark blues do we have up there? 5. That means we've got 1 more. All right, so we've got 2 seeds, 1, 2, 1 bicone, and 1 seed. Okay. Okay, holding our work to our left, we go back into the last bicone that I came out of, and the 2 seeds below it, and the pearl beside it. I hope that makes sense. I hope y'all can see. It still looks awfully dark to me. I hope you can see what I'm doing. If not, I greatly apologize because I really am trying to make a good tutorial here. I promise I am. Okay, look guys. Look, it's coming together. We don't have much more to go. All right, so I came out right here. This is the top that we did first, and we pulled those seed beads into a circle. This one is not pulled into a circle yet. Oh, wait a minute. We got to join our 2 gaps. I forgot. Join the 2 gaps. Almost forgot. All right. So I am going. Yeah, I'm out right there. Okay. I'm going to go up 2 seeds and 1 bicone. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead and go, see, here's the gap. Here's the gap. All right. I'm going to go down the other half of the gap, bicone, next to it, and down 2 seed beads. All right. Closing the gap. Now El Gapo is closed-o. Okay, so keep going down. Where am I? Oh, okay. Okay, here I am. I'm in the middle. I'm getting confused. Go over into the next pearl. Go up 2 seeds and 1 bicone. You want to get to this side of the this side of your bead, and we're going to start weaving these in a circle. So we're going to go through 2 seed beads. We're just going to pull all these in a circle. We do it 4 times. That was once, 1, 2 seed beads. That is twice. Okay, 1, 2. That's 3 times. And 1, 2. And that's 4. See, it just closes it up so pretty. All right, now I'm going to go under my thread. I didn't get a bead. I just went under my thread, and I am going to tack this little guy. Just, even though we're not quite done, I want to tack it. I want to make sure that it wants to stay tight and behave. Okay, so I just did a little double tack knot there. All right, now we want to go back to the middle of the bead and finish this booger up. So we're going down 1 bicone and down 2 seeds. All right, oh, still missed it. There we go. Down 1 bicone, down 2 seeds. Now I'm in the middle of the bead. I'm in the middle of the pearls. So I've got 4 seed beads on each spoke. I am in the middle of these 4 seed beads. So it's like 2, my string, and 2. This is where your accent bead goes. And I chose these blue ones just because I thought it would be pretty. So I'm coming down. I came down to here. I'm here. Add the accent bead. Continue going in the same direction down the next 2 seeds and down the next bicone. Let's see where that ends up, right in the middle. Isn't that pretty? Now on the top, you want to go to the next spoke. So go through the seed bead beside to the left of where you just came out. Go back down the bicone and 2 seed beads. I think I missed it. I did miss it. Hold on. Back down. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. And I am in the center of the next spoke or post or whatever word. And I'm going to take another blue. I put on 1 blue seed bead and I continue going down that same post. All right, there's 2 done. Okay, so now that one's done, so you know you got this one next. So go in the seed bead at the top that is in between these 2 posts. Go down a bicone and 2 seeds. You are in the middle of your bead again. Thread on 1 blue, I guess I'm tired, 1 blue bead and keep going down. Okay. And look, here's where we're going to go next. So we're going to go this way through that next seed bead, down the bicone and the 2 seed beads. So we're in the middle of the bead again. Thread on another blue seed bead, down 2 seeds and the bicone. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, here's our next spot. We're going to go through 1 seed at the top to bring us over to this spoke, down the bicone, down 2 seeds, add another blue seed, and continue on our journey down that one. Okay, now this one doesn't have 1, so we've got 1 more to go. Through the seed bead at the top, back down the bicone on the post we're going for, and the 2 seeds below it, and we're in the middle of the bead again, and 1 more blue seed bead. Go down through the 2 and through the bicone. That's it. Your bead is complete. That's all there is to it. Now all we do is tack and tack, knot it off, whatever you want to call it, but I'll pull it pretty tight because this is strong thread. I just bought it, so I'm not really concerned that it's going to break. All right, so I tacked it twice. Then I'm going to go into another seed bead. Now this is just for tying purposes. I'm just tying now, all right? And I'm going to go down the bicone, down the 2 seed beads. I'm going to put my pliers over here. There's a lot of threads in there now, okay? Down the 2 seed beads, down the accent bead, 2 more seed beads, and another bicone. Now I'm on this end. I like to tack on my tops and bottoms because the rest of the bead is a little more visible than the top and the bottom, just in case a thread was to show. I don't want it to show. All right, so now I'm just kind of, if you know crochet, you know how you weave your ends in. I'm just kind of adding some extra weavings here and there, just so that I don't cut it anywhere near the knot. And that's it, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at it. How pretty is that? And it really sounds like a lot to do, but honestly, it's not that hard. Let's see, I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't even have to look at the directions anymore, although I do question myself every now and then. The trick is to make sure you get the right size beads. This was an experiment I did with bigger beads. I thought it would be easier to do a video with bigger beads, and it would have worked if I'd have used smaller seed beads. But because these beads were so large, it left a gap and it left it kind of squishy. Of course, when I bead this together on a head pin, it'll be squished anyway. It really wouldn't matter because, see, it'll be like that and it'll be tight. But the thing is, this has to be your biggest bead, these in the middle, and then the bicones have to be smaller, and then the seeds have to be pretty small. As long as you use different sizes, like this is a 4 and a 2 probably. That's probably a 4 millimeter and a 2 millimeter, I'm just guessing. And then this one I did not use bicones because I didn't have any. I used the round circle and it worked just as good. But there's a couple of places I can see my thread. Those bicones just sit so nicely in between those beads like they're supposed to. So anyway, guys, thanks for your patience. I appreciate you watching. I hope you could see what I was doing. Give it a try. Have a great day. Bye-bye.